New York City has been New York City has been known to be a place for influx for a lot of people to come in, and this is because of factors such as tourism and also because of immigration. And so here it says that New York City has a number of ground transportation assets that consist of taxis, buses, a subway system, and now a bikeshare system, and many more. So this means that because there's so many people, all of these people need a way for transit and to transport. And for all of this, and because there's so many people, there need to be ways to improve these facilities. And the Internet of Things is a great way to do this. The stimulus source says that interconnected devices help with efficiency and obtaining real-time data, which are all good aspects to have to improve these facilities for the people of New York City. Good morning, good afternoon, my name is Fabiola Cuevas, and the research question being discussed will be, to what extent has technology impacted the development of public transportation in New York City in the recent years? So in recent years, technology has impacted the public transportation of New York City through the use of sensors in bikeshare systems and also in subways, and also through the installation of cameras in streets to improve safety. So for instance, the Metropolitan Transportation Authority, or MTA of New York City, has recently installed infrared sensor escalators in various subway facilities, what these do is that they slow down whenever somebody is not on them and speed up whenever somebody is on them. And so this helps to decrease the mechanical exhaustion of these parts. And so much so that it would extend useful life by up to 11 to 33%. And since these mechanical parts are being used less and more energy is being saved up, this is estimated to save at least $18,000 per escalator each year. And this frugality is very handsome for the government of New York City and the MTA, as not only are they able to satisfy the users of these facilities, but also save up money. In addition, with the bikeshare system that has been recently in New York City, they have been using things such as sensors to manage real-time data and periodical scans, because these bikeshare systems have a proclivity to either be too full or too empty. So these would really help to address all of these issues. And so here on the left, we can see the high conglomeration of these dock stations in New York City, with about 322 in New York City. And on the right, those dots that are in green have the higher success rates, and those in red being the ones with the higher failure rates. And one of those with the higher failure rates is Manhattan, and that's because they have a high density population, and many of these dock stations get too full. And studies suggest that to overcompensate for this, they should either rely on technology, head in the capacity for each dock station, or make more facilities. Furthermore, the governor of New York City, Bill de Blasio, has recently followed the plan by following Sweden, which puts a high importance on road safety and reliance on technology, and this would be called the Vision Zero campaign. And so far, they have installed 120 speed tracking cameras near schools, which have decreased speeding in school zones by over 60%. And this doesn't only apply to school zones. They have also installed many near red light areas to decrease red light running. And so here we can see in this visual, which has a sign that alerts you that there are government enforced cameras that tell you that that alerts you and cautions you to be more careful so that you don't get a fine. And so this has worked really well in reducing red light running, which is one of the major causes of urban crashes, and especially in New York City. So as a finalizing outlook, the government of New York City should continue to rely on technology to improve these facilities, as it has already worked with subways and also with street safety. However, it has not worked so well or as efficiently as it would be desired for bikeshare systems, as this conglomeration of certain dock stations receive low and average reviews, such as for the largest Bikeshare System and City Bike. And so so it would take at least a few more years for this rebalancing system with human intervention and such to fully take effect. And these are my works cited. Thank you.
All right, I do have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
First question. How did your research questions evolve or change as you move through the entire process?
It evolved a lot because at first I didn't even settle on public transportation of New York City. At first I wanted to focus on how it helped with senior citizens and their health through smart homes, but then I didn't find enough information, so I had to change my research question completely.
Okay, and let's talk about your perspectives. Tell me about how you picked the perspectives you did and why you picked them.
Okay, so at first I just really found different transportation systems that were using technology to ameliorate each facility. And first I found the Bikeshare System one. And then as I went on, I found the subway one, and especially the one for street safety. And it was really appealing to me because it was almost like a policy change that was made in the government, because it has so much government, support, especially from the governor of New York City.
All right.